What doesn't an RA do?
What doesn't an RA do?
An RA, we do everything.
It's awesome. It's the best job anyone could have ever.
3 words: adventurous, interesting, unpredictable. Right.
The major things that we do is like duties. It comes every twice a month usually, and it's just like going around the buildings and making sure nothing is happening, nothing is violated. I'm trying to be on the floor all the time so people can come into my room if they want to talk about roommate conflicts or other like just simple questions about academic concerns.
For my floor, I am a big brother to my residents, and they come with me with any questions that they have, advice.
We are the eyes, ears, nose, feet to every residence hall. We do programming, we do cultural conflicts, we do roommate conflicts. We're the people that are up at 4 in the morning helping people to get to bed. We are the people that are up at 7 in the morning writing reports. We are pretty much everything and anything you want in life.
Everything from a simple pizza party on the floor one night to getting involved to the most deepest dark times of a residence where he's just reached rock bottom and just looking for a helping hand.
It varies so much from programming to going to meetings, but then community building. It's not just about the programs you do, it's always about the relationships. Like I look at my jobs as it's about the people, my residents, the people in the hall, and letting them get to know each other, me getting to know them, being a resource for them.
The nights when you're on duty and you just want to get some sleep and you get one phone call at midnight and you think you're good for the night and you get another phone call at 3 a.m. and then you get a final phone call at 6 a.m. And when you finally wake up to go do your next day of school, you're like, man, that was forever.
I think the hardest part is once you've planned a program and once you put a lot of work into it, it's like hoping people come. Because, you know, you could do everything right. You could advertise, you could plan a great program, and maybe everyone has a test and no one comes. And that's the hardest part, because it's hard to, like, be like, okay, that's not me, you know, it's not personal, it's just, you know, this program didn't fly.
You're always out there. You're always going to be the person that is visible. Everything you do gets, you know, even if it's just something like, oh, Nate skipped his class. Like, they'll take notice of that. You're always out in that fishbowl, no matter where you are. You know, like, you want to go out, you're going to be seen.
Yeah, the actual programming, like CRFB and Fish, like give us money for almost everything that we ask for. Like we have floor t-shirts coming up. We went to the Penn State game and all the residents has to do is pay $10. Go like now.
Being that person when somebody's having a hard time, you're there to talk to them. You guide them to the right places where they could get the help that they need, and knowing that you helped, and like that's rewarding. Like that's my favorite part. Actually getting to know people's histories, where they came from, and then finding out something about one resident and knowing another resident has similar interests and be like, hey, you should talk to that person.
Making friends, because you don't know these people at all before they move in. And knowing each one on an individual level gets to be rewarding.
My favorite part is I can become friends with all the people from like the floor, and also I can be friends with like other people from the floors, like other people from PAR, FAR. It's really easy to like get connected with them.
For me, it's been 2 years since I've seen some residents, and I see them on the street and they've changed a lot themselves. They're quick to come talk to you, and even just asking, they ask you how they're doing, generally, sincerely curious as to how you've been doing.
There's so many wonderful things about being an RA. I would say the people. I feel like I have 50 new friends who are my residents. It's wonderful to live in such a social place where I talk to people all the time. I learn new things from other people, and, you know, I can share my knowledge and life experience. You do have to be like, hey, you know, I am actually the authority. I'm not just, you know, here to hang out with. It's being there in an understanding kind of way.